It's time to give Walmart the Bud Light treatment. You see, the heiress to the Waltons, someone worth $20 billion, just took out a full-page ad in the New York Times saying, let's go protest this weekend, the No Kings protest. Christy Walton, heiress to the Walmart fortune at about 19 point some odd billion, is saying that we, the American people, reject kings. And I say, okay, good for you. I reject Walmart. First of all, y'all suck. Y'all are evil. I don't like you in the first place. I almost never go to Walmart. I try to avoid it whenever possible. And, okay, it's going to be easy for me to boycott because I don't use Walmart as it is. Let's talk about, remember those viral videos from back in the day, the documentaries? There were accusations that Walmart locations were telling people who worked there to go on food benefits because they didn't get paid enough money. They said, if you can't afford to work here, consider going on benefits, which, kind of weird because in order to qualify for benefits, you have to make below a certain amount of money. That's right. Walmart uses our tax dollars to subsidize their employees. At least that was the big accusation. The argument being that if we did not offer that welfare benefit, Walmart wouldn't be able to hire these people because they'd simply say, you don't pay enough. Well, as the story went, Walmart told everybody, sure we do. You just got to get supplemental income for food from the government. Here's a story from Newsweek. They say Walmart heiress Christy Walton is facing backlash, and Walmart is facing some calls for a boycott from Trump supporters after placing a full-page ad in the New York Times urging Americans to attend town halls and engage in civic discourse. Oh, civic discourse. While the No Kings Day ad did not mention President Trump by name, its emphasis on values like honoring commitments to allies, defending against dictators, and respecting trading partners was widely interpreted as a critique of Trump's foreign policy and America First agenda. The spokesperson for Walmart told Newsweek, the advertisements from Christy Walton are in no way connected to or endorsed by Walmart. She does not serve on the board or play any role in decision-making at Walmart. So I can be, we'd be fair and say, okay, sure. But you know what? I still don't like Walmart, and I'll take the excuse to boycott them. I'd very much like Walmart to feel the burn, okay? If you take issue with this, then why don't you as a corporation come out and publicly say no to the protests? Say no. They won't do it because they want to have their cake and eat it too. If a Walton family member who's worth $20 billion wants to put out this advertisement, then y'all as a company can say outright no to everything she said. Walmart's going to come out and be like, we don't support or oppose. We don't want to be involved. Okay, well, you're involved now, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you either stand with America, the popular mandate. This is an 80-20 issue. You know what's really, really funny? I got this article. I got to pull it up. Where is this one? It's, I think I have it on X. The one demographic that has seen the biggest increase in support for Trump. Guess which demographic it is? Immigrants. That's right. Immigrants support the ICE raids more than any other group. And CNN's Harry Enton, let me grab this, is the living meme of being shocked. I can't believe it, he says. Mediaite has the story. We'll drop that in. Well, I'll do a bigger segment on this for sure. A 40-point shift to the right. Immigrants love what Trump is doing. So here's the ad. Here's the article from Forbes. Billionaire Walmart heiress promotes nationwide anti-Trump protest. The 76-year-old Christy Walton has aligned herself with No Kings. Okay. I'd like to propose the no oligarchs. No oligarchs. I don't like the millionaires and the billionaires, and I mean this sincerely, dumping money to subvert the will of the people. I don't care if it's the right, the left, up, down, whatever. The 76-year-old Walton, worth an estimated $19.3 billion, according to Forbes, took out a full-page ad in the New York Times. Now, you may be wondering, how much does such a thing cost? On Saturday? I don't know. I'd ballpark she spent maybe $500,000 on this ad. The top of the ads are the words "No Kings," which appears to reference a political organization that is coordinating hundreds of anti-Trump protests across the U.S. No Kings, June 14th, mobilize. We are people of principle and honor. No, you're not. We honor our commitments and stand by our allies. No, you don't. We defend against aggression by dictators. We uphold and defend the Constitution. Oh, you know what? Should we really go through all these things? Let's roll. Principle and honor. Oh, yeah? I just saw a video of two white people telling a black woman that she couldn't go to work. Oh, no, not work. But wait a minute. Why are the white people telling the black people what they can and can't do? Oh, because they don't have principles and there is no honor. They claim to say that black people are oppressed and there's white supremacy all over the country, but sure enough, it is white people leading these protests, blocking black and brown people, and when confronted, they tell you to screw off. Honor our commitments and stand by our allies. Oh, I love this one because obviously they're talking about Ukraine largely. They ain't talking about Israel. They're talking about Israel. You want to play that game? Listen, I don't care about Ukraine or Israel. I don't want to be involved in any of it. But don't come to me and say, we honor our commitments to our allies. When you guys spent a year plus protesting Israel, and still to this day, and I'd be willing to guarantee you, if we went to these people at No Kings, let's play that game. Let's play, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you want to go out to the No Kings rally and show them, do you honor your commitment to our allies? Yes. Hey, here's an Israeli flag. See how quickly they get mad because they're liars. We defend against aggression by dictators. Oh, like when Joe Biden decreed an amendment to the Constitution. When Joe Biden sent his DOJ after people all across this country who were peacefully protesting on January 6th. No, I know. There were rioters on January 6th. They should go to jail, and they did. I think 3 years was long enough. But there were people who were peacefully walking around having no idea what was going on. They got hunted down. How about the going after of Trump's lawyers? That violates the Constitution. They didn't care. What's next? We uphold and defend the Constitution. As previously explained, arresting the lawyers of your political opponent is certainly the opposite. We care for veterans and children. You're sterilizing children. Spare me. And you care about veterans? Yeah, right. I'm not going to give a freebie to anybody in the Republican or Democratic Party. I don't think any of them care about veterans. Let's see how the VA is doing. I'll give it to Donald Trump and the MAGA populists. I think they actually do, but not Democrats. We respect our neighbors and trading partners. Okay. I'm going to give them that one. They actually respect China much more than the United States. So, okay. We support a healthy national and international economy, community, environment. That's a meaningless platitude. It doesn't mean anything. Define healthy. We're the world leader trusted to uphold the stability of rule of law. Like when federal law enforcement are arresting criminal immigrants and illegal aliens. Oh, but then you guys are literally firebombing vehicles, and just spare me your lies. We are the people of the United States of America. The honor, dignity, integrity of this country are not for sale. Our government is of the people, by the people, and for the people who voted in plurality, the popular vote for Donald Trump and to mass deport. So spare me. I don't care. I don't like Walmart. Let me see if I can find the story. Walmart tells employees welfare. I mean, that was an old. Look at this. Oh, yeah. What does this mean? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this is wrong. Walmart and McDonald's among the largest employers of SNAP Medicaid recipients. Huh. Senator Bernie Sanders reacted to the GAO report findings in a scathing tweet. Some of the U.S.'s largest corporations, including McDonald's and Walmart, employ thousands of workers who receive aid from federal assistance programs such as food stamps and Medicaid, according to the findings of the U.S. Government Accountability Office. The nonpartisan watchdog agency's analysis of data from the Census Bureau, as well as 15 agencies across 11 states, found that millions of full-time workers rely on government assistance to make ends meet. Okay, I'm boycotting Walmart. Hey, Walmart, pay a living wage. Listen, I know there are people going to be like, Tim, if they raise costs on employment, the cost of goods goes up. If our government is paying the benefits, they're subsidizing Walmart. Walmart needs to pay for their own employees, and I should be giving away less in taxes. And what is this? Communism. Tell you why. That means people who work really hard have their tax money taken away so the government can give money to people who are getting paid less. They are redistributing wealth. I'll add this too. the way our current tax system is set up, if you decide to work extra, you get taxed more. How does that make sense? That's stupid. That's why I like no tax on overtime. But how are we going to apply that to salaries? I think I'm going to change my job to a salaried position and then just include in the contract mandatory overtime. Actually, let me do this. How does Trump's no tax on overtime work? Let's, because I think the no tax on tips is a cap. Let's see what it says. Come on, internet. Let's see. It creates an above-the-line deduction so that overtime pay is excluded from federal income tax for tax years 25 through 28. It aligns with Trump's campaign promise. Is that all? Is that all of it? I think it says all of it. Okay. Tim Pool, as CEO of this company, I'm hereby switching myself to an hourly position. Can I do that? Can I, as the CEO, make my job paid hourly? Because, I work 16 hours a day. It says I can do it. If you're the owner or have control of the company, you can structure your compensation however you want, including hourly pay. For corporations, you must ensure reasonable compensation if you're also an employee, especially if you're avoiding payroll taxes or drawing dividends. This is something that most people don't know. CEOs can't just pay themselves a small number. It has to be considered market reasonable. So here's what I'll do. Let's roll, baby. I'm going to pay myself my current salary divided by 40 for 40-hour work week. And then I'm going to pay myself overtime. So I'll effectively be doubling how much money I make, but not paying any taxes on the rest of it. Look, my point is, it's stupid that because I decide to work 16-hour days and sometimes on weekends, I lose money in taxes so that Walmart can be subsidized. So I say this. I don't care if Chrissy Walton's not there. I don't care if Walmart's coming like, no, please don't. Here's what you can do, Walmart. Walmart can officially come out as the board and say, we support Donald Trump's efforts and the popular mandate of this country. And I'll say, okay, all right. No, then I'll be neutral on Walmart. How about that? In the meantime, lie with dogs and you get fleas. That's the saying, right? You lay with the pigs, you get covered in mud. So why don't you do a little bit better? Welcome to the fray. It's your fault. Smash the like button, share the show with everyone you know. Stay tuned. We got more segments coming up in a little bit, and we'll see you all then.